I'd like to welcome everybody inside of Donald T. Simpson Gymnasium in Thermopolis, Wyoming on the campus of Thermopolis Middle School. It is what we like to call 8th grade appreciation night, although the school does not call it that officially. Maybe we're coining a new term, who knows, but anyway. It is the final home game of the season for the 8th graders as they take on the Braves of Worland Middle School. It is rivalry night on Two Basins Sports Network. Technically, we have to be a little bit more partial today because technically we serve the Worland area as well. Granted, that's during soccer season, but still, nonetheless, got to show some respect to the market there. The Bobcats coming off of a win over Worland earlier this month. They're looking to continue that trend here for the start of this game. It was actually a complete blowout last time our 8th grade team was over in Worland. The 7th graders are up in Worland right now playing their game, so good luck to them. And here come the Worland Warriors. They'll be wearing the black uniforms today. Thermopolis will be wearing their home whites. Peterson and Buckner will be getting the tip-off here for the for the Braves and the Bobcats. Tip-off is up and we are away, and tip-off is won by Worland. As I don't know how you say that. It's a kind of a distorted name on the roster sheet, so we apologize for that. I think it's Trontuline, something like that. We saw her in the road game earlier this month, but didn't know how to pronounce her name there either. Worland with it here on the corner. Driving inside mid-range, kicks it back out to the right wing. They'll drive, and loses control of the ball. Paisley Logan playing lockdown there. And a whistle down there on the floor. Looks like it is on white. Friendly reminder who's who. Bobcats wearing the all-white uniforms with the purple and gold stripe down the shirt and pants. Purple numbering. Bobcats across the chest plate with a purple stripe on the chest. Warriors wearing their all blacks with a white and green stripes down the pants, and Worland on the front with a white lettering. Bobcats will be moving right to left to start this game. Bobcats will be moving left to right to start this game. Worland will go right to left. Across your computer or phone screen. Here comes Buckner with it. She'll try and dish it inside to Lauren Teeple. Shot is up and it's in. Bobcats get first blood here. And a hot start to the game here for the Bobcats. It's taken away. Here comes Ivy down the right side. Shots up and it's in. And it looks like that'll be enough to shake Worland for the timeout. So we'll take a quick break. Bobcats up to a 4-0 lead already to start this game. And so far it's just been Carson Ivy and I think Lauren Teeples on the baskets today. We'll be right back. Worland Brave timeout. I'd like to welcome you back. We'd like to remind you that this game is brought to you by Owsley Feeds LLC, as well as Thermopolis Hardware Mercantile, and of course your sponsor of your scoreboard today, Canyon Concrete Sand and Gravel. 4-0 here on the Canyon Concrete scoreboard. Here comes Worland on the inbound off their first time out of the game. They'll give it up to the half court. They'll pass it right wing, and it is poked away there by Paisley Logan down there on the far end near the Bobcat bench, and it will stay with the with the Braves. I apologize. We're going to be making a lot of those mistakes here today with calling the Worland team the Warriors. The high school team is the Warriors, the middle school team is the Braves, and I think their rec team is the Scouts. So Worland's got 3 different mascots going on here. Bringing it up is Erickson. She'll pass it right side. Here comes number 0, Bell. Bell on the right side. She'll give it off to Cotman. Bounce pass inside on the right side of the key. They'll kick it back out to the right wing. She'll drive inside off the elbow. Shot is up and it's no good. Rebounded by Teeples. Great job by the Bobcats getting in there, getting the rebounds. Here comes Boren, kicks it out for three for Ivy. It's up and three! Carson Ivy! She's got 5 points on the game today. A 2 and a 3. Expect her to be a very dangerous shooter here today, as she has been all season. Here comes the shot by number 10, Trontuline. It's either Trontuline or Trontvane. I don't know if that's a V or a U. I'm so sorry about that. We have a handwritten roster here. So here comes Buckner, kicking it out now to Logan. It's blocked by number 45, Erickson. So good job there by the Warriors, but it looks like a traveling violation as Logan will stop Bell dead in her tracks here. Looks like she took one step too much there. Ivy will pass it in, and here comes Boren, and they'll quickly give it off here to Buckner on the wing. Kicks it out to Ivy. Looks like she wanted to go for three there, but she'll pass it left to Logan. She'll dish it onto the free throw line here. It's up and no good by Buckner. And it is rebounded by number 10, Trontuin, and it's up and it's in off the left side by the Bobcats. Didn't catch who had the basket, though, unfortunately. It was a little bit too quick there. Bell passing far side. Back to Bell here on the pass by, couldn't quite catch who it was, I apologize. Driving inside, stops, ball is loose, kicks it out to Erickson, and it's tipped and almost taken away there by the Bobcats. Boren has been a steal monster all game, and she has been the most, probably, I guess, everyone has kind of caught up, but she's been probably the most consistently aggressive player on the team all season. Driving inside is Bell. Ball is loose as they try to give it out to Peterson. Ball goes out of bounds. Worland will retain possession. Halfway through the first quarter of action, you're watching the 8th grade A game finale here from Thermopolis. Last game before they go to conference in Cali on Saturday. Shot is up and it's in off of the foul. So Worland will get some points there. It took Worland quite a bit of time to score when the 8th graders came to town back at the top of the month. I think it was actually the first game of November. Shots up and it's no good. Rims out, rebounded there by Buckner. Buckner will pass it far side. Boren's going to bring it down past the Bobcat head. Right side to Buckner, back to Ivy. Ivy passes left side. Logan's got it near the volleyball line, and a bit of a tipped pass there by Boren. It goes out of bounds. It'll go back to the Braves. Worland still down by 7 here to start the game, and it's going to go through the hands of Bell. Taken back, Worland will take this one past the Bobcat head, although a lot of resistance there by Boren made it a bit of a challenge. Here comes Trontvane. I think that's what that is. Again, a handwritten roster, and the handwriting on this specific name is not great. Peterson passing it left side. It'll go out of bounds as Logan tries to hunt it down. It'll go out of bounds and stays with the Braves. I'll stop that eventually. Cotman going to pass it in here soon for the Warriors. Chucks it up, and a bit of a prayer there as it's taken away by Teeples down the right end. Shot is up, and it's no good. And this one's rebounded by Trontvane. Taken away by Paisley. Logan, though, Bobcats, they've lost the ball quite a few times, but they've gotten it right back as soon as they have. And here comes Bell on the pickpocket there. Bounce pass and tip stolen away again. Lauren Teeples keeping that one with the Bobcats. 142. Both teams have got to try and control possession here. And this is a wide open three. Shots up and it's no good off the right side by Boren. Here comes Bell on the rebound for Worland. 1:27 to go in the first quarter of action. And tipped, taken away. Here comes Buckner. She's going to try to weave her way through a tribe of Braves. Shot is up off the right side. It's in. Mackenzie Buckner on the 2. 1:10 to go, and taken away. Here comes Logan, down the far side, down the left side of the key, shots up and it's in! And it looks like it'll be another Worland timeout as they'll take some time to regroup. They got 3 timeouts remaining in this game, and we are only just about ready to finish the first quarter. We'll be right back. It looks like a full timeout for the Worland Braves. Lights looking back inside of Donald T. Simpson Gymnasium, home of the Bobcats, the arena named for the beloved coach Donald Simpson, who was a person that devoted his entire career to middle school athletics. He actually kind of refused to go up to the high school level because he loved coaching middle school because he was kind of that guy that liked getting these kids set up for high school basketball or football. And, you know, he's kind of my inspiration, honestly. I think there's no more fitting person to name this gymnasium after. Back underway here, 1 minute to go off the Worland timeout. Here comes Lombard with it. She's getting her first minutes. We saw a lot of her in the game last time Thermopolis was in Worland. Here it is. Boren takes it away on the far side, and she has got a lot of speed under her there. Passes it left side here to Buckner. Back up to Ivy on the left wing. Lombard will pick it up. Here comes Logan. Dumps it off to Ivy for 3. No, it's up and no good. She already made one of those today, and she might get another opportunity. Boren driving, gets it up on the right elbow. It's up and no good. Lombard on the rebound, but taken immediately away by Ivy. Ivy kicking out to Logan to Boren now. 15 seconds to go in the first quarter. Buckner passing left side. Here comes Ivy to Logan. 8 seconds to go. Ivy for 3. It's up and it's no good. Ribs out. Teeples kicks it back out. Ivy, Boren for 3. It's up and it is no good. Whew. Man, that is some passing you'd see in like the movie Resball. Man, that's awesome. I love seeing it. Really fast passes by Thermopolis. But we'll be right back. 13-2 at the end of 1 here from Donald T. Simpson Gymnasium. We'll be right back. You're watching 8th grade girls basketball on Two Basin Sports Network. The A game returns when we come back. Like welcome back inside of the Don, DTS, Donald T. Simpson Gymnasium, here in Thermopolis, Wyoming, on the campus of Thermopolis Middle School. It is middle school girls basketball. The 8th graders this time getting their last home game. Second quarter underway. Here comes Boren. She'll kick it out to Ivy. She'll take the jump shot from 2. It's up and no good. And looks like it is rebounded there by Teeples down there on the end, and that is going to be a hold here on Worland, it looks like. So the foul going to the Braves. They had a couple of fouls in that last quarter. It's taken to Peterson on that foul. Shots up and it's no good. Peterson tries to keep it in bounds. Here comes Teeples on the inside. Kicks it out to Buckner. Her brother, Mac Buckner, playing at the high school level. Here comes Boren. She'll pass it right side to Carson Ivy. Ivy, right side to Buckner. Ivy taking it from three. It's up and good! Three! Carson Ivy. That is 2 3-point field goals on the day for the 8th grader. They're all 8th graders. What am I talking about? Shot is up on the right side. It's up and in. So Worland will counter there, but the Bobcats still have 4 times the amount of points that the Braves do here. Pass it right side, tried to give it to Buckner. It'll go out of bounds and back to the Warriors. And looks like we got our first subs of the game for the Bobcats. Isis Horn, Amelia Johnson, Jakay Elder, Elena Scheel, and Amelia Strickland coming onto the court here for the Bobcats. I don't think there are any subs here for the Warriors. Now, this is kind of a 10-sleep situation that we got going on because the Warriors only have 1 substitute over there on the bench. They got 6 players here for this A game. We'll probably see a lot more in the B game, but like I said, it's kind of like coming back to that 10-sleep game where 10-sleep only had like 6 players on their team. Goes out of bounds and back to the Bobcats. Here comes Jakay Elder. Bounce pass to Strickland. Strickland swings it, trying to keep it away from Lombard. Strickland passing it behind her. Here comes Johnson. Gives it off to Jakay Elder. She'll stop, takes the jump shot, and it's off the basket. And Isis Horn toe tap there to get the rebound. Here comes Jakay Elder. Man, I tell you what, Isis Horn could probably play in the NFL with those with the toe tap skill there. Here comes Amelia Johnson. Johnson will pass it right side to Horn. Takes the shot up for 3. It's up and no good. Rebounded there by Worland. Number 21, Cotman on the defensive rebound. Here comes number 0, Bell. Bell kicking out to Cotman. She'll try and dish it inside. Isis Horn on the takeaway. Elena Scheel will pass it back here to Jakay Elder. Elder, right side. Johnson loses control of the ball as she tried to chase it out, but doesn't quite get there. We have subs coming on for the Warriors now, or sub, singular, as it looks like number 21 will head to the bench. Cotman, looks like heading back on, I believe, is Trontvane. Lombard with it. She'll pass it right side. Down the right side. It's blocked by Horn. Kept with the Braves, though. Lombard with it. She'll kick it out. Jump shot. It's blocked again by Horn down there on the end. That's 2 there on this play alone. Shots up and it's no good from long distance, and Horn will fall on her back there. It'll end up being a jump ball and a physical play that time. Worland tried everything in the book there. Isis Horn with 2 blocks down there on the floor already in her first minute or so of action. 3:23 to go in the second quarter. Inside, shots up and it's in. This one made by number 10, Trontvane. Moving left side, here comes Johnson. It's taken away here by Erickson. Here comes Worland with it. Bell passes it underneath. And it's tipped and not quite stolen. Erickson with it. She'll give it inside to Peterson. Shot is up and it's in. Worland will get the points to make this a 10-point game. Or check that, actually a 8-point game. They scored a basket without me knowing. Jakay Elder to the left side. Here comes Strickland. We got our starters coming back in now for the Bobcats. Johnson. Elder for 3. It's up and it's off the iron. That's the second time that shot has taken that kind of route. Shots up by Johnson off the left. It misses. Out of bounds and back to Worland. And we got our subs coming back in. That is going to be Buckner, Logan, Teeples, Ivy, and Boren coming back into the game here. Worland has not made any subs here. I imagine 4 of these girls are getting pretty tired by now, though. Only 1 sub on the bench. They probably got the best conditioning program in that case. Taken back, shots up, and I think blocked. I don't know, maybe that was just kind of a little bit contested. It's Teeples there on the rebound. Here comes Jaden Boren. 2-minute warning here in the second quarter. Right side, here comes Buckner. Buckner passing left side. This is, Ivy. She's got 8 points on the day today. Boren's shot is up off a hook shot. It's up and in. Wow. I'll be honest, I did not expect that to go in. She took the hook shot, just a one-hander, kind of lobbed it like a shot put, but still went in off the backboard. So great shot there by Jaden Boren, but it goes out of bounds. Worland coughing up the ball again, and the Bobcats will get this one back. 18-8 here is the 8th grade A finale here from Donald T. Simpson Gymnasium. Here comes Jaden Boren inside to Paisley Logan. Shots up and it's in. I think Logan's got 4 on the day. It's 20-8 Bobcats. It's a varsity score here, 20-8. Out of bounds, and looks like it was called off at Teeple, so it will stay with the Braves. I'd like to remind you today's game is brought to you by Owsley Club Lambs and Feeds, a local family trying to give the highest quality show feed and now pet feed to families across Hot Springs County. Visit their location on Black Mountain Road in Lucerne. Owsley Club Lambs and Feeds is a proud sponsor of Two-Basin Sports Network. Paisley Logan inside had a little bit of trouble with it. Shots up off the right side, and it is a foul. So Thermopolis will draw a couple free throws there, as Worland will rack up their second foul of the quarter. This one committed by number 45, Erickson, her first of the game. 1 minute left until they hit the lockers. Logan shots up and no good. Now Logan, she kind of is one of those 50% kind of free throw shooters. She'll miss the first one, but then she'll sink the second one. So let's see if that's the case here, if the trend continues. Shots up, and it does. So 1 point there off of free throws there for Logan. That will amount to 5 points on the day. 2 off of field goals, 1 off of free throws. Is a football score here in Thermopolis. Oddly enough, I think this was the score during the football game when Worland came to town. And tipped away. Ivy getting down there. And I gotta say how impressed I am with Carson Ivy today. She has made a massive impact on today's game. I think by my count, 8 points, and Lord knows how many steals. Here comes Paisley Logan with a steal of her own. And Paisley Logan, an aggressive defender, she's gotten a ton of those steals and rebounds this season for the 8th grade A team. Shots up, and it is no good. Shot was taken by Boren. Tries to spin out of it, but Boren's been locked onto her like glue all game. Boren rarely gets blown by. And it's off of Teeples, and she will get the steal. And it's stolen right on back by Bell. Shots up, and it's blocked by Boren down there on the floor.
8 seconds, hurry up!
6 seconds left, 5, 4, 3, pass it left side, shots up for 3, it's up and no good. Well, not a lot of times have we seen them take that final shot, but Carson Ivy with 8 points on the game, she wanted to get a couple more, and they will head to the locker room for halftime. We'll be right back. It's 21-8 here after 2 quarters. Bobcats on top here in the 8th grade finale. You are watching 8th grade girls basketball on Two-Basin Sports Network. It is rivalry day from Thermopolis. I'd like to welcome you back inside Donald T. Simpson Gymnasium in Thermopolis, home of the Thermopolis Middle School Bobcats. Well, this game is pretty bittersweet because it's going to be the last regular season game of the season for the Bobcats, I think, and the Braves too. Saturday we'll be up in Cali as I think for 7th and 8th grade conference. I don't know how that's going to work yet. I don't know what gym we're going to be in. Pray to God it's in the main gym and not the Augs gym, because I cannot handle broadcasting in there again. But it's a beautiful gym, but the service kind of sucks. You saw that when we were up in Rocky for that. But anyway, but yeah, after this, broadcasting the B game, and then that'll be our last B game broadcast of the season until the boys start playing in January. Of course, then we're heading up to Rocky for the 8th. We're going to probably stick with if the 7th graders are playing in wherever we're at, just so we don't have to move anywhere, then we'll probably broadcast that too. But I don't know. Well, we'll probably just do both grade levels because they're both going to be up in Cali. So B and C teams, I think, will be up in Riverside, up in Basin for the round robin. We won't be in Basin for that, but we will be up in Cali. So, yeah. A-team conference. And this has been kind of a storied program too. A lot of conference championships for both boys and girls. We're back underway here from DTS, and the Bobcats will get the ball here to start the half. Here comes Boren, jump stop, takes the mid-range shot, it's up and in, and it did not take her any more than 10 seconds to get that one off. A pretty quick score there, 23-8. Here comes Worland down the left side. It's taken away by Teeples, and it's going to be given off to Ivy, who will give it off to Boren past the Bobcat head. Here comes Buckner, passing it onto the corner, and a bounce pass. Great job there to get it to Strickland. It bounces off, and it's no good. Man, that was a wide open pass to Amelia. Fortunately, rebounded by Lombard there. Or not Lombard, but Peterson. Shot is up and it's no good. And they'll fight for it down there on the floor. 2 Braves and 1 Bobcat down there to try and get that one, 45-21. Passing it inside, Worland on the inbound. Ooh, Buckner wanted to try and go for the steal there. They'll pass it left side. Here comes Cotman with it. Cotman to the left side, passing it back up to Erickson, and it's taken. Stole away! Here comes Boren, down the right side, shots up and it's in! And that is going to make it a 25-8 ball game as Jaden Boren, the bandit as she's been all season, and taken away this time by Buckner. Buckner back to Boren. Boren on the Bobcat head. She'll dish it inside to Amelia Strickland. It's up and in. Jaden Boren on the assist. Oop. And tipped away. Good job there by Lauren Teeples to get a hand on that. It'll go out of bounds. Looks like it's going to be called out of bounds on Peterson, so it'll go back to the Bobcats. 27-8. Boren, far side to Buckner. Buckner dishing it inside to Teeples. A foul down there on Worland. So they'll rack up their first foul of the half. 4:07 to go in the third. In case you're just tuning in, it's the 8th grade A game here from Thermopolis. It is the finale here today and on a rivalry day as well. Here comes Teeples. Dishes it inside to Amelia Strickland. Shots up and no good. Teeples on the, and a hard fall there. A little slow to get up, but she will get there. Thermopolis ball as Teeples is kind of favoring that arm there, or that, I guess favoring her, kind of favoring her stomach there, and she will go off. So it looks like we do have, or actually she's holding her head there too, so she's going to get looked at by Brandon Daramidi and TJ Owsley down there, and it looks like coming in is going to be Paisley Logan. Dishes it inside to Boren. Nope, it'll go over. It'll stay with Buckner, though. She'll pass it left side to Boren. Boren, bounce pass with one hand here to Buckner. Almost went out, but she's able to keep control of it. Here comes Boren with it. Crossing over, she'll move right side. Jump stop, takes the shot. It's up and no good. Logan on the rebound, and that one's up and in. By our count, Paisley Logan, I believe, has 7 points on the game, and that will force another Worland timeout. And they are getting down there on those timeouts. 2 remaining for the Braves. We'll be right back from inside of Donald T. Simpson Gymnasium in Thermopolis. I'd like to welcome you back here inside of Donald T. Simpson Gymnasium in Thermopolis, Wyoming, home of the Bobcats. The Bobcats and the Braves, a rivalry here since we're no longer in the same division as the Warriors. This is going to have to do. With us getting moved down to 2A, Worland, I think, staying in 3A for basketball. Back underway, 3:34 to go in the third off the Worland timeout. Here comes the Braves down the near side. They'll kick it out. Trying to dish it inside. It's swatted away by Buckner. And Logan will pick it up down there on the right side of the key. Here comes Jaden Boren. Loses control of the ball down there on the far side. It'll go out of bounds and go back to the Braves. 3:18 to go. Cotman will pass this one in for the Braves. Bell will be point guard here. It's like Boren and Elder playing up a little bit here. They'll be on the volleyball line. Ooh, and collision taken away by Logan. Here comes Boren down the right side. Shots up and it's in. Off the assist by Paisley Logan. And Logan's got a set of eyes on her. She saw Boren. Just dumped it off to her at the right time there, and she did the rest. She scooted down court to get there. Worland with it now on the left wing. They'll drive inside, and it is a loose ball there. They'll pick it up. Passing quickly around the perimeter. Shot is up, and it is no good. Falls short of the basket, and it will go out of bounds and back to the Bobcats. Ja'Kay Elder will pass it in. Boren is going to be down there. Paisley Logan, Amelia Strickland, and Mackenzie Buckner will be down there on the end, trying to get set up on offense, and the ball is loose off of Buckner. And here comes a breakaway by Bell down the other side of the floor. The ball out of bounds, though. Bell will pass it in. 2:23 to go. Bobcats will rack up their first foul of the game as it will go to Paisley Logan, her first of the game. Pump fake, and they'll pass it to the left side. It goes out of bounds, sticks with the Braves. Saw Erickson down there trying to chase it down as well. Coming up after this, the B game. Also, we encourage you to come out tonight as the Hot Springs County Rec District also takes on Worland for youth basketball, grades 4 through 6. Down the right side, shot is up and no good, and it is a foul down there on Worland. So like we said, after the middle school action tonight, the Hot Springs County Rec District 4th through 6th grade basketball programs take on Worland here. There will be a purple team and a black team for Thermopolis. They'll both be playing. Game will start here at Donald T. Simpson Gymnasium at about 6:30. Shots up, and it is good. The shot taken by Buckner. (32-8), a football score. It looks like going onto the bench here will be Peterson. I think Lombard is into the game now. Shot is up, and it is no good off the left side. It's going to be rebounded here by Trontvane. 2 minutes left. T with it. Looks back, she'll give it off to Bell. Bell wanted to take the shot there, but she just gives it off instead to Tron. And it's out back, or taken away by Boren. Down the left right side, shot is up and it's in. 34-8, and I think she's surpassed Ivy here in points totals today. And taken away again, the Bandit, Jaden Boren, shots up and it's no good. Gives it inside, and that one's taken away by Mackenzie Buckner off of a kind of ill-advised pass there by Worland. I don't know what that was. Boren, Logan with a jump shot from free throw line, and it's up and no good, rims out on her. And you gotta, I hate that when that happens, man. That just sucks. You look like you're gonna have a good shot, and then whoop, just goes out of the rim. And this isn't even one of those bouncy rims like the one in Grable was. It's kind of just, like, it's a sturdy rim. So I don't know. Strickland gives it off here. Shots up by Elder. It's up and no good. Or check that, Boren. I apologize for that. Shots up and no good by Strickland. And this one's tipped, stolen away by J.K. Elder. Shot is up and it is no good. Rebounded by Logan down there on the end. Grabs her own rebound. This one's loose and it's taken away. A good series of shots there by the Bobcats. Couldn't get any of them to fall, though, and it will go back to the Braves. So it looks like there's a little too much contact down there on the floor. 50 seconds to go in the third quarter. It is 34-8 here from Donald T. Simpson Gymnasium. They'll pass near side. Here comes Tron Vane, sorry. And taken away here by Strickland down there on the end. Here comes Mackenzie Buckner with it down there. It'll be two shots coming up here for the Bobcats. 36.8 to go in the third quarter. And we've seen Mackenzie Buckner go to free throw land quite a bit this season. She's been a valuable free throw shooter here for the Bobcats. Shots up, and it's no good off the left side. As Tron Vane will chase that one down for the Braves. Tron Vane and Erickson will be on the rebound here. So like a little bit of early motion though, but shots up and swish. Erickson really wanted to keep Paisley Logan at bay. I saw a little bit of movement there by Paisley, but doesn't look like the refs blew it there. A football scores, it's 35-8 here in Thermopolis. Tron Vane with it, gives it inside. And a jump ball down there will go back to the Bobcats. 19.3 to go in the third. Coming up after this, we got the B game. So stay tuned for that. Should be very interesting. Some of the younger players come in. Shots up and it's no good. Paisley Logan, that one's going to be a foul down there on the floor. Two shots coming up here for Paisley Logan and the Bobcats. That'd be a heck of a band name, actually. Well, at the beginning of the season, she would kind of carry around a camera with her after the games during the B and C games, but we kind of nicked shots up and it's in, but we nicknamed her the photographer for the first couple of games of the season, but she's kind of not been bringing cameras to the games lately, so kind of interesting. Shots up and it's good. Well, even if she isn't carrying a camera around, that was still a picture-perfect trip to the line there. Ball is way loose down there on the floor. It's picked up in a backcourt violation on the Warriors, and the fans to the right of me knew that before the whistle was even blown. 2 seconds left. J.K. Elder to Jaden Boren, and she'll take the half-court shot. It's up and no good. And a good chance otherwise, but it made the basket rattle, though. That thing's got to be at least 27 years old. But anyway, we'll be right back from inside of Donald T. Simpson Gymnasium. The Bobcats on top, 37-8. It's rivalry day here on what we'd like to call 8th grade appreciation day. It is the Bobcats and the Braves. We'll be right back for the start of the fourth quarter. Mike talking you back for a start of the final quarter. I'd like to thank some of our sponsors here, Owsley Club Lambs and Feeds, Thermopolis Hardware, and Canyon Concrete, Sand, and Gravel. We've forgotten to mention them throughout the course of the game. They sponsor our scoreboard, so we apologize for that. 37-8 here on the Canyon Concrete scoreboard. Bobcats on top. Getting ready to start the fourth quarter. Friendly reminder, after this game is the B game, and then that'll end our action for the night, as it is not an ABC game. This is a big school, so it's just the A and B team today. For the 8th graders. The 7th graders are up in Worland. We hope they're doing well. Paisley Logan inside to Lauren Teeples. It's up and it's in. Lauren Teeples has got her fair share of baskets today. Whoa, J.K. Elder playing up on defense there. They'll pass right side. Logan sticks with her, and it looks like it might have been a foul down there. So we got free throws coming up here for Peterson. The foul was charged to Paisley Logan. Well, she tried to stick with her, but I think it's just a little too much contact there for the referee's liking. Shot is up and it's in. Worland makes it a 30-point game now. It's kind of gotten out of control for the Braves here in their last game of the season. Shots up, off the right side. Paisley Logan on the rebound. Not really that much of a surprise if you've been watching us all season. She's usually the first person there to try and grab the rebound. I think she's also one of the tallest people out there on the floor right now, I think next to like Amelia Strickland, or Lauren Teeples. They're both pretty tall out there. So not really much of a surprise that those three have been getting the rebound numbers this season. Backcourt will give it back to Worland. Here comes Lombard. I think we'll be seeing her in the B game, if I remember correctly, from the game back in November. Tipped away by J.K. Elder, and this one's going to end up being a foul. And you kind of have to, I've been wanting to say this all season, it's kind of no wonder that this team is so successful with T.J. Owsley as their head coach. He's been a super nice guy to talk to throughout the course. Even before this season, he's always been awesome. His wife Cassie works up at the high school, and I remember she was our secretary when I was in high school, so that entire Owsley family is just a treat to be around. And it's kind of no secret here that's why the Bobcats have a coach that they would run through walls for. 2 shots, check that. I apologize for that. But a foul here nonetheless on, I think, Carson Ivy. Her second foul of the game, third foul of the quarter for the Bobcats, 5 minutes to go. But TJ Owsley has crafted a team that, they've got a lot of stuff. They've done a lot of stuff right this season, and that's why they have had, to the best of our knowledge, a perfect season. And a traveling violation here on Worland, and like I said, the fans to the right of me actually knew what was going on there before the whistle was blown. And it looks like we got another sub here as Trontvain's going to come onto the floor as Kaufman heads to the bench. 4:49 to go. B game coming up right after this. And here comes Amelia Strickland. She'll drive to the right side. Picks it up, gives it off to Paisley Logan. Logan inside, shots up, and it's no good, and it'll be end of whistle down there on the floor. Looks like this one's going back to the Braves. Like we said, this will be the last time we'll ever see these girls play here at Donald T. Simpson Gymnasium. We'll see them again on Saturday when they play up at Rocky Mountain High School, but for the conference game, or for the conference tournament this upcoming Saturday. So hopefully they can bring home the gold there, but we'll probably see them again on TBSN for freshman basketball next winter. And it'll be so fun to watch these girls again when they get into high school, and when they, it'll be a great 4 years, I'll tell you that much. Back to the Bobcats, 4:23. And I think this is Amelia Johnson as they put in some of their bench players here. Emily O'Rourke onto the floor now. So I think this is going to be what we're going to see of their B team in the next game. Shots up, and it's a foul down there on the floor. Or down there on the shot. I apologize for that. Peterson going to take the free throws here. The foul was committed by Isis Horn, her first foul of the game. Shots up and it's good for Peterson. I think Peterson's got the bulk of the baskets here for Worland today. She's done pretty well for herself today in that black and green. Shots up and it is good. Makes both of them there. Well, Bobcats just kind of letting off the gas pedal here, getting some of their B players in. Kind of save themselves a little bit for the conference tournament. On the sideline, Bobcats will inbound it off the out of bounds. This is Reagan Schaefer, I believe, here on the inbound, and Amelia Johnson's shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Avery Teeples. The shot's up and in! Avery Teeples. She usually is very quick to score when she comes onto the floor. We haven't seen her all game. Shot is up and it is no good by Trot Vane. He gets on the rebound there by Peterson, and that's another basket there for the number the 23. I think I was having a stroke there for a moment. Johnson, left side there to Teeples. She'll give it back to Johnson. Almost taken away by Bell. Good job, though, keeping onto the ball. Emily O'Rourke with it. She takes the long shot from three and almost gets it. Johnson on the rebound, gives it off to Schaefer. Schaefer pivots back to O'Rourke. She'll take the jump shot. I think this will be for two. It's up and no good. Good shot, though, by Emily O'Rourke. We haven't seen her take those kinds of shots all year. She's getting a lot braver on her shots. I think she's been working on them. Here comes Johnson. Good form up on the left side, but she misses it. And out of bounds, it'll go back to it'll stay with the Braves. Kaufman coming back onto the floor. We've been saying Cotman all day. I'm sorry about that. I didn't see the curve on the thing there. It looks like a T. Again, the scorekeepers do this in a hurry. So it's like, 41-15 here, 41-13. Wait, that should say 15, but okay. Well, we're just going to go off what the scoreboard says. Could have sworn that Peterson had a basket down there. They didn't count that. Right side to O'Rourke. O'Rourke takes the shot from mid-range. It's up and no good. Horn tries to keep it in bounds, and it will go out of bounds here. 2:35 to go. Looks like a little bit of discussion there between the refs. They were trying to figure out what was going on. Now remember, these are student referees here from Hot Springs County High School. We've been seeing them throughout the season. We saw them when we were in Basin. We saw them in Shoshone, and we saw them in, trying to remember, I think we saw them in, we didn't see them in Grable, I don't think, but we did see them. We definitely saw them in Riverside and in Shoshone. We also saw them in Worland and also saw them in, trying to remember what else, but we've seen them a lot in Burlington, I think, too. So here comes Emily O'Rourke with it on the Bobcat head. Right side, ball's loose and taken away. Here comes number 45, Erickson, down the left side. And looks like they'll get the foul here as they'll get some of their original players back in the game. So Jaden Boren, Paisley Logan, Mackenzie Buckner, Jaden Boren, Carson Ivy, Paisley Logan, and Lauren Teeples are checking back into the game here for the Bobcats. We got a foul down there on the floor. And it is bonus here as the Bobcats will give Worland, they'll give Worland the bonus, a sixth foul of the half, or the quarter, sorry. Under the old NFHS rules, the next foul would end up being the free throws, but this time it is obviously free throws off the 2023 rule set. So, as Avery Teeples, Isis Horn, Amelia Johnson, Emily O'Rourke, and others head to the bench there. And a shot in for Worland, 41-14. Trying to see what the whistle's for here. And we got a stoppage in the action here. And it looks like a timeout, so we'll take a quick break. Do not go anywhere. We'll be right back. You are watching Middle school girls basketball on Two Basin Sports Network. I don't know what's going on. Okay, check that. It looks like it's a, I don't know what's going on. So there's free throws coming up for Bell. I'm actually, was there a technical down there on the floor? Shots up and it's in for Bell. I am not ashamed to admit that I am extremely confused about what's going on here. Shot is up and it is no good there off the left side of the iron. The only thing I can muster to say is that it's a technical foul. So 2-minute warning here in this game, 41-15 off the Worland free throws. Kaufman will pass this one in. And here comes Peterson, and the ball is loose down there on the floor, and it's out of bounds, stays with the Braves. 1:58 to go here in the fourth quarter. Out of bounds, stays with the Braves. Friendly reminder, B game coming up right after this. Should be an entertaining one. Shots up off the right side. They left Bell wide open there. That is going to end up being 2 for Worland, but honestly, it's not going to hurt much at this point. Logan with it. She'll drive right side. Shot is up and it's in. Paisley Logan, again, a lot of inside shots, a lot of assists today. You know, she's done pretty well today here for the Bobcats. Ball is loose. It goes out of bounds. Slaps it, gives it inside. Here comes Bell with it. Tries to get by Boren. She'll pass it inside as Buckner will let her by. It's up and no good, and they're fight for the ball down on the floor. Jump ball is called on the floor. And, well, in their last game here at Donald T. Simpson Gymnasium, it's been an honor watching these girls play. We'll see them up in Cali, and we'll see them in 2025 at the freshman level too. Ivy passing it inside. Paisley Logan shots up and in. Logan's got a good amount of points today. Time to deliver our Two Basin Sports Network player of the game, and it's been a three-way difficult decision here, but we're going to give it off to Jaden Boren. Paisley Logan on the steal. Coming down the other side of the floor. Shot is up and it's in. Timeout called by Thermopolis. So very interesting there, but we'll take a quick break. And I might have to reconsider my player of the game because I think we might have set that a little too early. 47 seconds left to go. We'll be right back. Like looking back, and I think honestly I might consider, I don't know, Jaden, I'm just going to give off my considerations here. Jaden Boren, Paisley Logan, and Carson Ivy, all three of them are, you know, players that I've been looking at all game for this. I think consistently, though, I think Jaden Boren's probably done the best today, so I think I will keep her as my player of the game. But honorable mentions go to Paisley Logan and Carson Ivy. Also, a honorable mention to Peterson over there on the Worland side. Bell also has done pretty well for the Braves as well. Ball is loose down there on the floor. It goes out of bounds. They try to dive for it there. I think that was Teeple, or check that, Elder, I think, tried to dive for it. 35 seconds to go in the A game. Pass it inside. It's up and no good, and it is Strickland there on the rebound. Elena Shield will give it off to Jakay Elder. Elder with it. She'll go past the Bobcat head. Passes left side to Ivy. Ivy will move. Bounce pass to Elena Shields. Shots up and it's no good. Doesn't get her first basket there. 17 seconds left to go. Pivots. Gives it inside, or gives it outside. Elena Shields does not contain her there. 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year. That's the end of the game. And the A team wins. They have swept the Worland Braves, and both games have been absolute blowouts. This one, a 30-point blowout. I think they've scored more points this game than they did in the game when they were in Worland. But with that, the A team ends out their regular season with a win. I think one game we're not too sure about was how they did in Riverton. Other than that, they've won every single game. What? They did? Wow, thank you. So we've actually just been informed they did win in Riverton. So that is a undefeated season for this A team. And they will carry that on into the conference tournament in Cali. We'll be right back in about 8 minutes or so for the start of the B game. The final score, this one, the Thermopolis Bobcats A team wins over Worland 47-17. We'll see you in just about 8 minutes or so for the B game. Don't go anywhere. 47-17 on your Canyon Concrete scoreboard. Remember, your Canyon Concrete player of the game is going to be Jaden Boren. talking back here inside of Donald T. Simpson Gymnasium in Thermopolis, Wyoming. It's the 8th grade B team, although it's basically just 7th and 6th graders. But it's basically the 7th grade, 6th grade A team, if you want to think about it that way. But anyway, 7th graders are up in Worland. We are not obviously up there, as you can see, but we already had our trip to Worland for the winter or for the fall. It's fine. But anyway. After middle school, we are going to be switching over to high school, at least for about a month or so. Obviously, we'll be here for middle school boys this coming winter. But we are heading to Ethity in a couple weeks as the Hot Springs County High School freshman team takes on the Wyoming Indian Chiefs. Freshman boys and girls will be in Ethity for that one. I'm actually really excited for that game. I want to be there in John Redmond Gymnasium. Wyoming Indian, if you've watched this channel for long enough, you'll know Wyoming Indian has a special place in my heart. I also have a Native American grandmother, so there's that. But anyway, about ready to start. And we are underway. It's the 7th grade, it's the 8th grade B team, and we forgot to get the numbers. Dang it, although it's mostly the same people, so it's whatever. They'll pass right side. Here comes Ivory Galovich. She'll give it off inside to Ja'Kay Elder. Elder pivots, gives it off to Strickland. Strickland will drive left side, kicks it out here to Schaefer, to Galovich. Shot is up and it's no good. Rebounded by Elena Scheel. They'll kick it out to Ja'Kay Elder. Elder loses control of the ball. It'll stay with the Bobcats, though, off the touch by Bell. And it will be Lombard that'll pass this one in. So it looks like pretty much the same team out there on the floor compared than the A game. Shot is up and it is going to be good, as Worland is going to get first blood here. Elder will pass it left side. Here comes Strickland. She'll drive to the right. Strickland passes right to Elder. Elder with it. Elder left side back to Strickland. Looks like those two have shared the ball the most today. Isis Horn will come in and set the screen. Horn left side, shots up and no good. Grabs her own rebound though, and they'll fight for the ball. And the jump ball will give it back to Worland. Not as many fans here as there was in the A game, however, there's still a sizable crowd here. So once again, thank you, Bobcat fans. Obviously we have a lot of people still in Worland for the 7th graders, so there's been a lot of people coming to these games this season. We thank the Bobcat fans for supporting their Thermopolis Middle School this season. Shot is up and it is a foul. 2 shots coming up here for Thermop. Check that for Worland. Sorry, I'm used to them being on this side of the court. Peterson's going to take the shots here for the Braves. Foul is committed there by Elena Scheel. First shot's up and it is no good off the left side. Next reminder, this game is brought to you by Asley Club Lands and Feeds, Thermopolis Hardware, and Canyon Concrete, Sand and Gravel. Shots up and no good. And looks like a lane violation down there will end up giving Peterson one more shot. Theoretically, they could take free throws all day. Elena Scheel and Amelia Strickland will get the rebound there, or will be in charge of the rebound there, but Isis Horn will grab it for the Bobcats, actually. Left side, and it goes through the hands of Strickland. It'll go back to Worland as it goes out of bounds. So Worland up 2-0 here early. A couple minutes through this game. Let's remind you, we won't be broadcasting it, obviously. I'll be coaching, but coming up after this will be the Hot Springs County Rec District as they take on Worland. 2 games tonight. Games will start at 6:30 and 7:30 respectively. Purple team, I think, plays first, and then the black team. So come down and support your Hot Springs County Rec District. I think the middle school girls will be operating the scoreboard for that game. Ja'Kay Elder. Bounce pass to Ivory Galovich, and she'll go out of bounds and back to the Braves. 4 minutes to go here in the first quarter. And the Braves are not exactly fresh. These are the same players that played in the last game. Here comes Trontvine. I don't know how you say it anymore. Here comes Erickson. Back inside, a wide open shot by Peterson. It's up and good. And Worland leads 4-0 here. It was kind of how it went in the B game when we were in Worland in November. Shots up by Isis Horn. It's up and no good. And it's going to be Worland ball here. I'll check that. So it looks like a timeout. We apologize for that. We'll be right back. Okay, I'm really super confused because they huddled in, they blew the whistle. I don't think it was a timeout, so I don't know, I'm confused. There was still something in that last game, in the A game, that really confused me. My brain's been messed up ever since then. Here comes Kaufman. She'll pass it here to Erickson. Erickson retreats to the volleyball line, gives it back up to Trontvine. And a loose ball there and a traveling violation on Peterson despite the trip. And she is going to give this one back to the Bobcats. Ivory Galovich will pass this one in for Thermopolis. Ja'Kay Elder on the key here. Passes left side to Strickland. Isis Horn comes in to set the screen. Kicks it back out here to Galovich, and now here comes Ja'Kay Elder's shot. It's up and no good. Rims out on her. Great shot, though. Coming down the other side. Here comes Peterson. Up the middle. It's up and it's no good, but a foul. Got to give Worland a lot of credit. They've drawn a couple of free throws here so far from the Bobcats halfway through the first. 2:35 to go. 2 fouls here for the Bobcats, both of them committed by Elena Scheel. Isis Horn and Amelia Strickland will be up to rebound here on this second shot. The first one is up and no good off the left side of the rim. Worland will take their second shot here. It is up, and it is no good, so they're 0 for 2 that time. They made both their shots the last time they were at the line. Here's Peterson, and shot is up. I think this will be for 2. It's up and no good. Rebounded, and it's blocked, it looks like, and it's taken out by Erickson, and an audible groan there, too. She knew she had the wrong touch point there, for lack of better words. She swallowed the ball. It kind of went and did not go her way, and she kind of knew it the second she made contact with it. She made, like I said, she let out an audible groan there. We heard through our headset. Ja'Kay Elder, right side here to Reagan Schaefer. Schaefer will dribble left side. A little bit of high dribble, though. Amelia Johnson, and a trip there by Elder. As the court monster got her. I think either that or number 10 tripped her up there. Either way, it goes out of bounds and back to the Braves. Can't really blame the court floor for that. 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. TJ Osley still your coach here, as Ashley Clear, I believe, is up in Worland for the 7th graders. Giving it inside and taken away by Ja'Kay Elder as Erickson loses control of the basketball. Ja'Kay Elder, bounce pass back to Amelia Johnson. She'll drive right side. Shot is up and it's in! And it was a swish there for Amelia Johnson to put 2 on the board. And I'm not really that surprised that Johnson got first blood. She had her breakout game against Riverside, in my opinion. Ever since that Riverside game, she's been consistently one of the best players out there on the floor for this B squad. Inside, shot is up in a block. It looks like a foul, actually. Check that by the Bobcats. 1:24 to go in the first quarter of this B game. You are watching 8th grade girls basketball on Two Basin Sports Network, the voice of the Bobcats. Foul committed there by Amelia Strickland. Shots up and it is no good. They are now 2 for 5 on their free throws tonight. Second opportunity coming up. Make that 3 for 6 as she'll drain that one, and it made a bit of a pleasing motion on the net there. And even then, it's still kind of hung up. Look at that. Here comes Reagan Schaefer. Shot is up and rims out, trying to make this one a 1-point game. It goes out of bounds. Man, oh man. J.K. Elder will get set to pass it in for the Bobcats. Bounce pass and pump fake here by Avery Teeples. Up and no good. Rebounded by Strickland. She'll kick it out to Reagan Schaefer. Schaefer looking for anything she can here. Dribbles, gives it off to Avery Teeples. Shot is up on the hook. It's up and it's good! Avery Teeples. So it's Teeples and Johnson with the baskets here today for the Bobcats. Down the right side, picks up the dribble, gives it up underneath to Bell, I believe, and we have a jump ball. Looks like some of the rec district coaches are already starting to fill in here. I think we saw a couple of the rec players come in to the arena here. Shots up and no good, and that one's up and no good by Elder. Elder going to try and chase it down near the storage closet there, and it'll go out of bounds. At least I assume that's a storage closet. I don't know. I haven't been in school in this little gymnasium. I haven't been here since 2018. I graduated from TMS in 2018, so it's been 6 years since I've last been in here. Or since I've last been to that little door. Obviously, I've been in here off and on throughout the course of the last couple of months coaching rec basketball and obviously bringing these games to you, so obviously, I've been in this middle school a lot over the past couple of years. Here comes Trontvane with it now with 13 seconds left here in the first quarter. Has it on the right wing, dumps it off to Bell. Shot is up and it's no good. Bell grabs the rebound. Ball is stripped away by either Schaefer or Strickland. I didn't see who had the hand on it there. I think it might have actually been Schaefer now that I think about it. 1.9 seconds to go here in the first quarter. They will roll the ball to conserve the clock. They'll pick it up. Here comes Elder, takes the shot, and that is nowhere near enough as it is grabbed there by, I think, number 21 of the Braves. We'll be right back from inside of Donald T. Simpson Gymnasium here in Thermopolis. It's 5-4. The Braves still on top, but just barely here in the B game. We'll be right back. 5-4 on the Canyon Concrete scoreboard. We'll be right back for the start of the second quarter. Mike talking back here inside of Donald T. Simpson Gymnasium. 5-4 on your Canyon Concrete scoreboard. This game brought to you by Thermopolis Hardware and Mercantile over on US Highway 20 North or Highway 20 South or North. I don't know. I forgot. Live here 20 years and you still don't know the name of still don't know what direction the highway goes. Either way, Thermopolis Hardware and Mercantile for all your hardware needs. They got some of the best power tools. They also got a little paint station in the back of the store for you for your house painting needs, or if you want to paint a birdhouse or something. Thermopolis Hardware and Mercantile has everything you need, from screws to power tools to even toys for your kids. There's a little toy section there too. Thermopolis Hardware and Mercantile is a proud sponsor of Two Basin Sports Network and the future of the Bobcats. Kicks it out to Lombard here. Mid-range down the right side, and they'll try and share it here inside of the key. It is a foul. Bobcats having some struggle here, but not as much as they did against when they were in Worland on the road. They are keeping pretty good pace here with the Braves so far in this game, and B team normally has not been able to get a lot of stuff done this season. They have like 3 or 4 wins. Shot is up and it's no good. This is Peterson. She's got the bulk of the points today for the Braves. Also gave her an honorable mention in the A game as well. Shots up and it's no good. Down the left side, and they'll draw another foul. This time it's still Peterson. Bobcats playing aggressive basketball, but I think it's kind of costed them in some ways because this is now their second foul of the second quarter within the last 30 seconds since they started the second. Peterson's been to the line the most today. Shot is up and it's no good. They've only made 2 free throws today, 3 free throws. They're 3 for 9 right now. This is going to be their 10th free throw shot, and that's enough to kind of cause some concern. It looks like when it comes to these lower levels, it kind of just seems like if it's rebounded by the opposing team, they kind of whistle it dead and they have them go on the baseline. I don't understand why they do that. They don't do it for the A team, but they just, I don't know. This is technically a youth game, so I guess that might make sense, But they try to give it off to Emily O'Rourke, and it will go out of bounds as she's not quite able to get there. Got to leave yourself enough room for the guy with the ball to pass it to you. If you know that you're going to get the pass, you need to be out in front of your man with the ball there. Lombard with it. She'll pass it to the corner, and they'll try and dump it inside to Erickson. Ball is loose, taken away by Emily O'Rourke. Not much of a surprise that Emily O'Rourke's down there making plays for the Bobcats. Here comes Strickland. She'll give it back up to O'Rourke. O'Rourke in a lot of trouble being guarded by Lombard. She'll give it out to Horn. Horn will go up top. She'll drive to the right elbow. Gives it off to Strickland. Strickland kicks it out to Horn. Horn will take a long college 3, and it's up and no good. Taken by Elena Shield, though, and jump ball down there on the floor as Erickson tries to strip it away for the Braves, and the Braves will get this one back, and we got a substitution as Trontvane is going onto the floor, and Lombard is headed to the bench. And Lombard's so much fun to watch for this Braves squad. I don't know why. She's really fun to watch. Here comes O'Rourke with a huge steal. Left side, takes the shot for 3. It's up and it's no good. Oh, man, I was hoping Emily would make that one. She's taken a lot of Braves shots in these last couple of games. Isis Horn on the takeaway for the Bobcats. Gives it off to Galovich. Not Teeples. I am so sorry about that. Strickland on the traveling violation there. I'm sorry. Their jersey number ends with 5. They both are tall. They both got blonde hair. Do you really blame me? Bell kicking it out here to Trontvane. She'll give it inside. Trontvane again on the right side. It's up and it's no good. Tries to grab the rebound. We got a pride of Bobcats down there trying to rip it away. There was like 1 Brave and like 4 Bobcats down there trying to strip the ball away. Elena Shield will pass it in to Galovich. 4 minutes to go in the second quarter of action here in this B game. And taken away here by the Braves. Still 5-4. Hasn't been any scoring here, I don't think, in this second quarter. Gives it inside. Trontvane with it. And a jump ball as I think Strickland was trying to strip it away. Trontvane will get this one on the inbound. Emily O'Rourke up there on the front. She's adjusting her position. And here comes Isis Horn going to be guarding Peterson down there. Shot is up and it's no good. It's good by Trontvane, and that'll be a lead extender there. A 3-point game by number 10 there. Or thanks to number 10, sorry. Strickland lost the ball and it goes out of bounds, and looks like we got a timeout here for Worland. So we'll take a quick break. Do not go anywhere. We'll be right back. You are watching middle school girls basketball on Two Basins Sports Network, the voice of the Bobcats. All right, so welcome you back here inside of Donald T. Simpson Gymnasium in Thermopolis, Wyoming, home of the Bobcats. And this game has been very interesting today. Warriors up by 3, but the Bobcats have kept it somewhat close. Although that's how this was when they were in Worland. Looks like a whistle down there on the floor. We'll come up with 2 shots as Isis Horn took control of the ball there. Strickland and Shield will be in charge of rebounding here on that second shot. There's 2 shots coming up here for Worland by Trontvane. Shots up and it's no good, and Worland has not made a shot in a super long time. Wholesale subs here for Thermopolis: Reagan Schaefer, Amelia Johnson, Avery Teeples, Carson Ivy, and J.K. Elder coming onto the floor here. Shot is up and it's no good. Rebounded here by Teeples. Teeples to Carson Ivy. Ivy right side to Elder. Elder drives inside, penetrates, shots up and it's in. Seven to 6, Worland still on top, but not by much. Here comes Bell down the right side. Kicks it out. In the paint, shot is up and it's no good. And rebounded by Avery Teeples. This one will go back to Carson Ivy now. She'll get it past the Bobcat head. Ivy right side to Elder. Elder with a lot of open space. Gets it underneath to Teeples. Very contested shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Trontvane. Bell tried to pass it right side. It goes out of bounds and it stays with Worland. 2:11 to go in the second quarter of action. We're watching Bobcat basketball on Two Basins Sports Network. Here comes Hoffman. Hoffman dishing inside. Shots up and it is no good off the right side, and it is a foul underneath for the Bobcats. 2 minutes to go. Well, it's 7 to 6 on your Canyon Concrete scoreboard. Today's game is brought to you by Canyon Concrete, Sand and Gravel. For all your concrete, sand, and gravel needs, if you have a driveway that needs repaved or something, contact Canyon Concrete. You can find them on the end of Amoretti Street, past the railroad tracks, and it's on the right side. It should be near the storage sheds, past the Risen Sun Christian School. I could just pull up the map. Google Maps exists for a reason. And finally, a free throw made there by Worland to get back to a 3-point lead. Or sorry, 2-point lead, I apologize. Ivy's ball stripped away here by Trontvane. Here comes Elder's. Shot is up and it's no good. This one taken away here by Worland. 1:44 to go, 2-minute warning here in the second quarter. Underneath a good dish, it's up and it's in by Erickson. Man, great passing there by Worland. They found a good way to, they found an open man there on that left side of the key. Erickson was right there. She got the pass and just immediately took her chance. She did stumble a little bit, but she did get the shot off, and that's kind of what matters for the Braves at this point in time. Ball taken away here by Thermopolis off of Trondvane. And stolen right on back by Peterson for Worland. And she's kind of been the biggest piece for this Braves team today in this B game. She's also a pretty good piece in that A game as well. And we got another timeout coming up here for Worland. So we'll take a quick break. A full timeout for the Braves as they'll use their second timeout of the game. We'll be right back. You are watching middle school girls basketball on Two Basin Sports Network, the voice of the Bobcats. Like welcome back inside of Donald T. Simpson Gymnasium in Thermopolis. I'd like to remind you, we still have a lot of ad space left. If we are going to be broadcasting freshman, JV, and varsity basketball this upcoming winter, so we're heading to Ethity in about a week or so. I think next Thursday, I believe it is, next Wednesday, we're heading to Ethity for freshman basketball. So, you know, there's a lot of space. We don't just broadcast middle school. We try to get as many as we can, JV, freshman, and varsity, because they're all equally important. It's still Thermopolis, and it's still your Bobcats. We're back underway here for the second quarter, less than a minute to go. Ivy passes left side here to J.K. Elder. Elder will penetrate here on the right side. Shot is up, and it's in! 4 points on the day for Elder. And she has done fantastic here, the highest scorer for the Bobcats. It's 10-8. Worland still on top by 2. Here comes Lombard with it, and it'll be a jump ball down there on the floor. Thermopolis will get it back. 32 seconds to go. J.K. Elder here on the sideline. She'll inbound. Lombard and Trondvane will be playing up here. Elder to Reagan Schaefer. It goes out of bounds and will stay with Thermopolis, though. Looks like it was contacted there by Trondvane. It looks like Lombard's going to play in the front court here. She'll stick with Reagan Schaefer. I think they're playing man-to-man here, Worland is. Ivy, bounce pass to Avery Teeples. Tries to give it out. It goes back to Worland off of, I think, a travel. Okay, check that. It is a Bobcat timeout. 10-8 here on the Canyon Concrete scoreboard, and we'll be right back. The Bobcat timeout. Do not go anywhere. Like talking back inside Donald T. Simpson Gymnasium, home of the Bobcats here on the campus of Thermopolis Middle School. This game brought to you by Thermopolis Hardware and Mercantile, as well as Owsley Club Lambs and Feeds and Canyon Concrete Sand and Gravel. Well, the Bobcats A team just rounded out their perfect season, 16-0, I believe. Meanwhile, this B team, they've lost quite a few games. In fact, they've lost more than they've won. They're trying to cap off their season before they go to Riverside for the round robin. Inside to Ivy. Ivy. And a foul down there on the floor will end up staying with the Bobcats. And Worland, who have kept their nose clean the entire quarter, will rack up their first foul. This one going to number 0, Bell. And another timeout, this time I believe for Worland. So we'll be right back as Worland uses their third timeout of the game. We'll be right back. 10-8, Braves on top here on the Canyon Concrete scoreboard. I'd like to welcome you back here inside of Donald T. Simpson Gymnasium. Here on the voice of the Bobcats, 10-8 Worland. Elder will get ready to inbound here. Bobcats are down. There's 20 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Elder for 3. It's up and it's in! That would only count for 2, but what a shot by Elder! Down the right side, take it away, Taples down on the floor. And the Bobcats will get this one back, and what a hot start after the timeout. And it is knotted up at 10 here in this game. 4 seconds to go until they hit the lockers. And another timeout. I think this time for Thermopolis. So a full timeout for the Bobcats. So we'll be right back. You are watching middle school girls basketball on Two Basin Sports Network, the voice of the Bobcats. Welcome back inside Donald T. Simpson Gymnasium. I'm kind of getting the impression here that this is a half game. I don't know why I'm getting that impression, but... Oh, a big pass to Ja'Kay Elder. From mid-range, shots up and good! And what a shot, Elder! Oh my Lord, what a shot to end the quarter. I don't know if that's they're celebrating like they just won the game. Oh my Lord, I think there's a way to do replay on this, but I don't know how. And they're kind of just shaking hands here, so that is in fact the end of the game. And the Thermopolis Bobcats with a buzzer beater to win over their rivals. What a game, and that is exactly how you want to win, is a dagger to end it. Ja'Kay Elder, she was already going to be our player of the game, but that one seals it. Ja'Kay Elder, for the first time this season, is your B-team player of the game on Two Basin Sports Network. That is it for our coverage from Thermopolis. They've got the timer set there. I think that's because of rec basketball. So I gotta get my stuff packed up and go down there and get ready to coach. So we'll be back in Cali on Saturday for conference basketball as the Worland Braves fall to the Bobcats in both the A and B games, and a heartbreaker for the Braves here in the B game. And we'd like to thank our audience for watching here on Two Basin Sports Network throughout the course of the middle school season. We'll see you in Cali, but if you are just here for But if you're just here for the regular season, we thank you for tuning in throughout the course of the season. It has been a pleasure bringing these games to you, and we are so glad you've been with us for this journey. We'll see you in Cali for conference. And this is it for the regular season. The Bobcats sweep the Warriors here at home, something they haven't been able to do on the road. B team avenging that loss in Worland, which also came down to the last play. So I guess it's kind of a storybook ending for the B team. Well, the A team finished the season perfect. Now it's on to conference, and we'll see them there. We'd like to thank you for watching. The final score of the B game: the Thermopolis Bobcats 12, the Worland Braves 10.